Tonghua. Sorry, Aries, I thought I had the subtitles on. How you doing? So let's have a look. So I've got some time. So this is your weekly from the 15th until the 22nd. So we're going to see how the energies are changing and see how you're all getting on going back to your past. Everyone's going to say, no, they're coming back to me. No, pretty much if your vibration is low, you've pretty much gone back to them. It's called law of attraction and it's attracted back through Pisces retrograde. So let's have a look. So hopefully you've watched the spark that made retrograde. Turning your back on the past with pride. Hopefully a lot of you have turned your back with pride on the past because the past revisits yourself as a review to see how you're getting on with your karma. Pretty much. So that is a short film that I made and things that I am going to have coming up over the 2 weeks holiday that I do have coming up soon. So I've got some things probably planned for the weekend maybe, but all private readings are all still going ahead and all the links are in the description. So let's see how you're getting on for your weekly. So Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising or Venus. From now until the 22nd. Did I say the 22nd? Sorry, I don't run by time. From now, the 15th until the 22nd. What's going on with Aries? Aries. Aries. Wow, so you're either first card out. Caught in some kind of pickle. In a pickle with 3 people. Well, it's a water sign, 3 water signs maybe. So this is either in your chart, their chart, or someone's chart, or this is reuniting with your past, celebrating that there could be 3 people involved in it. Or you're literally just celebrating the fact that you haven't. It's either you make it or you break it. But there's definitely 3 people in there, and they're all in the card. Tells you in the card. What's it telling me? It's telling me someone could be feeding you grapes. Or feeding you a line. Yeah. 3 of Cups. It's not a really good card to have for a start. Aries. Could be a Cancer involved. The Chariot. But the first card is no communication. So there's no communication, or there is communication. The fact that you could well be caught in some kind of 3-party drama. Drama triangle. Steve's 3-party tea party is pretty much what I used to make videos on. Sometimes I tell people Aries, but they just don't listen and they don't, well, they don't get on. They don't want to listen. So that's what happens to your vibration. Your vibration is the fact that, so you've got the 3 of Cups that are spilt here, spilt milk. As some people call it. This is a low vibrational entity. So there's a Sagittarius. So I actually know a Sagittarius in my life that I go to the gym with. She was dealing with a very narcissistic Pisces. That was a 20-year marriage with children, where he manipulated her in more ways than she could possibly imagine. Didn't learn anything about her vibration, and now she's contracted with a narcissistic Sagittarius that is our trainer also. So that's none of my business, but definitely a player. Definitely a player. Playing the field for sure, still concentrated on his marriage and children and everything. So there are children involved. So I always say to everybody, who's the most important person in your life? And everybody always says, my children. So if you were caught in a difficult situation in your house and the fire alarm went off, okay, not a drastic situation, but the fire alarm came off, you know, who would be the one that made the decision and the wise decision in order to transport everybody out safely? Okay, you, right? So it's always about you. You're the one that makes the decision. So you've made the decision yourself in order to stay contracted to your past karma. You've got the 2 of Cups, which is divine, which is divinely orchestrated for this to happen during this time, for people to learn a lesson within karma. This is karma. It's the 8 of Cups, basically, where you need to walk away from it. where you need to, you, Steve starts wagging and his hands start coming out. You need to walk away from you. It's a reflection of something that's dark that's following you. It's the dark passenger of karma. It keeps you at a low vibration. Pulls you down, pulls you back. Pulls you back. You go back in time through retrograde. It comes up for review to pull you down. Sometimes I try to tell people, but they don't listen. They all say no. Okay, so I'm not lecturing. But you have divine. So you have the Two of Cups, which is behind you, which is the Two of Cups within like something new that you can probably find if you turn around, or if they turn around. Turn around, bright eyes. Every now and then I fall apart, but I need you now tonight. So, you've got the Queen of Wands, which is Sagittarian energy or fire energy. This can be you. It can be involving children. There you go, children. Children that are pretty much had enough of it, is what I'm picking up. They are pretty much had enough of it, and they are pretty much covering themselves up. I can actually see them putting their hands over their face as if to say, what are you doing? What are you doing? Are you more important or are we? Are you more important or are we? That's what I'm hearing and that's what I'm seeing. Who are we most important to? Mum or dad? You? Who's the most important person in your life? Who's more stable? Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising on Venus. So you've got information, gathering information on it. Or you could be tarot card readers. Or you could be checking someone out. This is information gathering. The information is very childish communication. Okay, very childish communication. It doesn't mean that you're a child, Aries, or your children can be. Okay. But this pretty much means that where some people, they gather information about things, which you do, okay, you do. You find out information in order to know how to move forward. This can just mean tarot card readers, or this can be thinking also, okay, because it gathers information and then it raises its vibration to the king, right? The king is extremely intellectual and wise because he guides and leads people as just as important as what the emperor does. In fact, probably even more, because he's very intellectual to the fact where it's gone from the page all the way through the deck to the king that gets all the information from the queen. The queen is the feminine version that gives all the information to the king, where he becomes like empowered because he has a kingdom to look after, okay, or kings and queens that he looks after, okay, or jokers and jacks and stuff, you know. A long, long time ago, I can still remember how that music used to make me cry. But I remember if I had my chance, I could make those people dance, and maybe they'd be happy for a while. But January made me shiver. So it could have happened in January. Something in January, where you was left out in the cold in January. For every paper I delivered, bad news on the doorstep. I couldn't take one more step. I can't remember if I cried when I read about his widowed bride, but something touched me deep inside the day the music died. So the music may have failed inside you. You have to raise your vibration, you know. Let's have a look, Aries. Could have been a letter or something that you received through the mail, or something to do with letters or newspapers or something. Papers, documents, marriage, papers. Someone could have given you your papers. You could have been, what is that we don't really get that in the UK, where you've been served or something? Don't know. I'm free. So that's a UK television program. You've been served. Seeing what messages I get through that. You've been served. Wow, that was about someone that was bisexual. You've been served, Mr. Humphrey, Miss Humphrey, Mr. Humphrey. That's what I'm picking up. Mr. Humphrey, Miss Humphrey. I'm free. Let's have a look. Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus. From now, 15th till the 22nd. Yeah, so you got someone's not budging, not moving, not talking, not speaking, not moving, not doing anything, stuck, blind. Blind as a bat is what I've just heard. Blind as a bat. Please excuse me if I just come out with random stuff. It's just what I hear. If it resonates with you, it does. If it doesn't, it doesn't. But blind as a bat. Some of you could be Dracula. Dracula. Energy vampire. Energy vampire or energy thief, or someone's draining you. Yeah, someone's draining your energy. Some darkness is taking your energy away from you. Sesame Street. That was a British thing, or was it? No. That was in America, right? Sesame Street. Count Dracula, or whatever that was called, Aries, Rising or Venus, from now till the 22nd. There you go. Okay, so you've got the Knight, but there you go, the Page and the Knight, they're just kind of like nothing energies really. So there you go, there's the King, so there's the breakup, the separation. There's the King that I was talking about. In its upright, this is an extremely wise, intelligent person, okay, for exactly what I was saying about it being fed through the cards through to the King, So you have someone that's a guide, someone that runs businesses and stuff, and that they are. This is kind of like someone that's leading the way. Pretty much guiding the way, leading the way. But this is a separation with Sagittarius. Something to do with the home. Extremely toxic. That's what I'm picking up. Extremely toxic, because that's the dark passenger. The three of Pentacles is what resides inside the tower. You know, it's the devil's loom, the devil's tomb. You know, the Three of Pentacles, the Three of Cups. Here, Three of Pentacles, it's the same kind of thing. It's the feeling of darkness. The feeling of darkness. Someone just cannot get over their past. So you've got the Ace of Pentacles, which is an opportunity of something. Never leave the light on for me. Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus. 2 more cards. So there you go. You've got the Queen and the King. And then you've got PTSD, gaslighting. So this King can be, it depends, can be in the upright or in its lowest vibration. So you've got Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus. Doesn't have to be. Okay. You've got communication, or travelling, or distance. Distance. The Queen is very cutting, which is kind of the energy that you need to cut the shit. Cut the shit out. You know, you've got the Page of Wands, which is, it's like communication that's facing someone that's cutting the communication out. It's kind of like, nope. You've got the King of Swords, which can be narcissism, because you've got the Nine of Wands, which is all past actions. Past actions. The general overview of this reading is all past actions that have kept you defensive, self-defensive, not knowing left from right, you know, and it's to do with a fire sign. It's to do with a fire sign, I would pretty much say, or definitely somewhere within their chart. Fire, fire, fire. Fire, fire, fire. Be careful playing with fire. Be careful with playing with matches. You know. Just a random message, but generally anyway. But the Queen of Swords is cutting out the bullshit. Could have something to do with children. Just because you have counterparts, this does not mean it's my life partner because we have a counterpart. No. Trust me, I've had loads of things happen in my life. Okay? This does not mean this is my life partner. This is a power play. A power play. You know, sometimes you have to look at life as in my life partnership. Your life partnership is the person that you spent most of your life with. How has it been? Okay? If it's been traumatic, wake the fuck up. Wake up and smell the roses and smell the coffee. Raise your vibration. Because at the minute, it's fucked. It's fucked. You know? I don't beat around the bush when it comes to tarot card readings and people's lives. People's lives can be in danger. So what would it good me just sit here telling people a line, spinning them a yarn, playing a game? It's not a game, they're fucking cards, but they're people's lives. So, you know, you can take opportunities in life or you can leave them, but normally opportunities are missed and then you just stay connected to the past, and people wonder, why the fuck does my life not ever get better, and why can I not get away from the person that keeps coming back? Because it's always you. Because it's always you. Because people, this is like enabling people, enabling them, helping them, you know, helping them out. But they're not learning a lesson because they constantly come back to you wanting something, and you're like, oh, well, because you're my husband or because I've had a long time with you, yeah, you know. No, you're enabling them. You're not helping them. You're not helping them at all because they're lowering your vibration. So it's not meant to be, you know, it's not. Because who the fuck would ever want to be with anybody that's been with someone else, or that's chat on you, or that's made you feel like shit, or that comes and goes, or that doesn't look after children, or doesn't know how to move forward, and that can be very narcissistic and controlling? Do you want someone like that in your life? If your answer is yes, carry on doing that, okay? If you don't, then the rest of the reading will be over on Vimeo, and the price is as normal. Okay, Aries, thanks for the reading, guys. So let's have a quick look. So let's see what the tower's here for. What's the tower here for? Tower. Yeah, that's the breakup of a marriage. Separation of a marriage or contract. Contract. Yeah, entrapment. And the sun is really more to do with that. You need to wake up. Entrapment. That's entrapment. Someone's entrapping you, making you feel. This can be like Cancer. Can be a Virgo involved. That's entrapment within karmic law, karma, written paperwork. Anything to do with that, anything to do with law or fucking feeling entrapped that you've got absolutely no way to think that you can get out, but you can. And it could have to do with children. That's why the sun's here. Because it's to do with children, marriages, contracts, law, and it's bullshit. Because it'll just keep you trapped forever because you're selling out. You're selling yourself out, you know. That's avoiding your own happiness. And you can do that for a lifetime, pretty much. Could be involving a Leo, or your children have Leo in their chart. You could have a sun sign. They could have a sun in Cancer or Scorpio. Sun sign in Scorpio, Cancer, or in an air sign. Or you've got Taurus. Taurus. That's the separation. That's the break. Well, it should be. It should be. You know. What I didn't say about this card, but he's probably not watching it, but, you know, this is an extremely intelligent intellectual person. So in the reverse, if it is in the reverse, this is someone that will play more mind games than a little, because it's narcissism, control. Okay. So it's a game. Someone's playing a game. So what's the King of Swords here for? King of Swords. What's the King of Swords here for? It's to do with motherhood. Something to do with mother. So there is also an extremely intelligent person around you that's very caring and nurturing and giving. Let's have a look. The Queen of Pentacles. The Queen of Pentacles. Queen of Pentacles. What's the Queen of Pentacles? Yeah, an ending. You've got communication. That did come out before, but I didn't really take it. So that's a world cycle. That's all fixed signs. All fixed signs. Communication. Communication with someone that's very grounded and stable. Very grounded and stable. Yeah, all the fixed signs, but you've got earth signs, air signs, fire signs, but communication, source, something to do with the internet or travel or across the world or anything like that. What's the Queen of Swords here for? Queen of Swords. Queen of Swords. King of Cups. So you've got an air sign. Information. So you've got an air sign that could be cutting out a water sign. Or Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, that is, you've got 4 water signs pretty much there, and that's kind of like, well, cutting out a water sign, or one of the water signs, or something like that, but the truth coming in about something, or communication coming in about a water sign. Cancer, Scorpio or Pisces, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. I always pick this up as a Gemini moon, but it can be anything because the crown chakra. And the bird of freedom feeds it in through the crown chakra. Yeah, so you've got communication, something to do with air signs, water signs. Or that can be cutthroat energy. Cutting it all out. Someone's cutting it all out. And you've got communication there too, but you've also got communication here. Page of Wands. What's the Page of Wands do? What's the Page of Wands here for? Page of Wands. Page of Wands. 2 of Cups. Something to do with distance and travel or communication about, this is a new soulmate. This is a new soulmate. Fresh and new, because that's fresh and new. Page is like the start of something. The start of something fresh and new in communication. And then you've got the 2 of Cups, which is fresh and new, which is the 2 of Cups that are here when you turn around. When you turn around. So I always say to people, people don't ever listen. If you've ever got anything fresh and new, go that way, you know, or go back. Most people go back, you know. But you've got something fresh and new. That could be the communication. People cutting things out. What's the 5 of Cups here for? 5 of Cups. 5 of Cups. What's the 5 of Cups here for? Too many cards. Way too many cards. Could be something to do with a Leo. I'll keep that one out. The Leo. You've got Leo. This could also be Leo. They could have it in their chart, or you have. And you're trying to get over a Leo. Trying to have the strength to pull yourself around and bring yourself together. They could have a lot of fire in their chart, or there's a mixture of someone that they're also stuck on as well. Could be a Leo. They're trying to get over that. You're trying to get over them. No one can get over anything. And you're stuck. What's the? I mean, the overall energy is fucking narcissism and entrapment. You know. That's the gaslighting card. That's the overall energy. That's being ghosted, but that's also feeling lonely, but that's also control and PTSD, war and all that kind of stuff, battling, but it's also gaslighting, you know, where you ghost people and they're kind of like, what the fuck, you know. So what one does to one does to another. So it's a cycle. You're lost in purgatory. This is someone that's lost in the dark. 5 of Cups, lost in purgatory, you've got no way out, you know. So you need to wake the fuck up, really, and move somewhere, you know. Move, I'm picking up, like move, literally move. What's the Ace of Pentacles here for? Ace of Pentacles. Ace of Pentacles. What's inside the Ace of Pentacles? Thank you. Fighting, or play fighting, or fighting over an offer of moving forward. Decisions that you're fighting with someone that give you an offer, or you're making an offer, but you're worried about conflict, or that there is conflict over money. It could be a fight, and a fight literally over money. That someone's offering nothing apart from conflict. What is the fight about? What's the 5 of Wands about? What's the 5 of Wands about? What's the 5 of Wands about? Yeah, the 7 of Cups is trying to come out. Decision. So you've got Gemini. Gemini. So you've got Gemini Moon here, I was thinking. So, but you've got Gemini, which is choice, which is happiness, which is like victory, but someone's fighting with someone, or play fighting over an offer, an opportunity, someone that you're in conflict with, or in your mind conflict, because this is also the mind. This is also the mind being in 2 halves, and then there's victory with a Gemini, or there's conflict with a Gemini and you're moving forward from a Gemini victoriously because they're fighting over money. Or you're extending an offer to someone that you're play fighting with, or fighting, or just like stupid behaviour. This is like what I pick up in the school ground kind of thing, you know. You stole my battleship. Sorry. But that kind of, you know, that kind of energy, you know. You sunk my battleship. Well, you stole my button. You know. And there's a choice to keep doing the same thing, or to actually be happy and move forward happy. Here. With something new. Something old, something new. Something old or something new. Straightforward. Opportunity. Again, opportunity. That's your reading, Aries. Thanks for all the reading, and I'll catch you guys later. Peace.